Can you legally self-defend yourself against a cop if a cop is about to kill you? In Indiana, there were so many no-knock raids in wrong addresses that the state passed a law that made it legal to defend your home against the cops if it was the wrong address. In other words, treating it as a home invasion. The number of wrong address raids dropped significantly. Technical answer is yes. Would be next to impossible to get away with it. Technically yes. In reality no. You are asking the whole of the internet here. Different places have different rules. I don't know which place you are from, so I'll answer for my place. In Germany you may not resist against any lawful police action. If the action is unlawful, you have all the rights of self-defense. They will, almost, always side with the police officer in court, even with body cam footage. It depends on whether you can make it to court alive. If you kill a cop for any reason, the other cops are going to kill you. If a cop is acting in an officer capacity, it's not legal. The logic being that if a cop is using deadly force, you are actively using deadly force, or a degree of force that requires deadly force. I'm not justifying this. I know cops have and do use excessive force. But as far as the American justice system is concerned, a police officer is presumed right. Even with video evidence, it's hard to convince prosecutor to even prosecute, let alone convict. With camera phones being so prevalent, we are finally seeing some accountability. But if a cop thinks you are a threat that requires deadly force, and you try and kill the cop, if you live, you're likely to be charged with at least attempted murder. Does it really matter if the alternative is getting killed? Get a body cam. Just make sure to turn it off 2 minutes before the altercation and you should be fine. It depends why the cop is trying to kill you. In some circumstances, like if they break into your house for a raid, you can shoot them and get away with it. There's multiple cases of this happening. Even one instance where a guy killed a cop, then managed to be arrested without getting shot, and wasn't charged with anything himself. On the other hand, if you've given the cop a legitimate reason to try to kill you, like say you are threatening someone, or breaking some other law, then you are not going to be legally allowed to return fire even after they start shooting at you. In theory, yes, absolutely. Proving you were in the right and the cop was in the wrong is going to be near impossible though. Tupac did it though, so who knows? I think you're supposed to be able to. But the real problem would be proving in court that they were about to kill you and not just defending themselves against a violent person. Unfortunately, the courts tends to be biased towards believing a cop's word even if there's some evidence against it. Unless you have video proof of the entire interaction and a really good lawyer and good publicity, they'd probably rule it in the cop's favor. Better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Legality doesn't matter when you're up against the cops. The cops will win. Technically speaking, yes. Would you get away with it? No chance in hell. I don't really know the law, but it seems like you cannot legally defend yourself from the cops of USA. However, the quote is, I would rather be judged by 12 than buried by 6. You have no choice and neither the cop. The moment the cop pulls that gun out and points it at you, he has decided you are a threat. This is a question I have often wondered. When do you the ability to defend your own life? Cop or not? If he starts shooting at you, I feel like you should be allowed to defend yourself. Yes, technically. But if the cop is left alive, it's almost impossible. If there is only one story being told and some video evidence, then you have a shot. Basically, you have to put yourself in the place of the police and make a decision. If you shot, you have to shot to kill, not wound. Wounding someone is very bad, and if it's a cop, you're dead meat anyway. America's justice system is almost 98% behind the police officer no matter what he does. The DA works with the police. They are not independent. Hopefully no one reading this ever gets put into this position. But like the cops says, better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. End qualified immunity. Probably. But good luck convincing his buddies it was self-defense before they roll up and suicide you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.